Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Pareda. I am the founder and CEO of Career in STEM. I wanted to give you a glimpse of the Employer's Quick Start Guide that I have created, but very quickly I wanted to first tell you why I created this guide. So I was a middle and high school science teacher in Hartford, which is the inner city here in my state of Connecticut, which is where I live. And as a middle and high school science teacher, I had what was called an advisory, which is another word for homeroom. And every year after year as a teacher, I had a homeroom class, an advisory class. And our mission for the entire year was to help these students. I worked primarily with ninth grade advisories, to help these ninth graders, these high school freshmen, do a job shadow by the end of the school year. So we would meet for 45 minutes every Friday and work on this, finding a job shadow. Sadly, by the end of the year, most years, less than half of my advisory students were able to actually do their job shadow. And it wasn't because I wasn't helping them. It wasn't because they weren't motivated. It wasn't because they weren't trying. It wasn't because I wasn't trying. It was because they didn't know how to connect with local businesses. And I, as a teacher, just didn't have time to be able to put this information into their hands in a quick, easy, workable fashion. So thus, I have created this guide to be that link between employers and schools. So now I'll show you what it's like now that you understand the why behind this guide. So each guide is fully customized and white labeled to look like your guide. So it will match your colors, your fonts, your overall branding. You can have whatever image on the cover page that you'd like, your logo, and then any custom text that you desire on the front page. My design team you can use our template and just change the location if you want, or you can provide a full text template and our design team will make that within this guide for you. Page 2, again, you'll be noticing as I'm scrolling the fully white labeled and customized look. Page 2 is explaining what work-based learning even is. It's very hard to start a work-based learning program within any company if you don't know what it is. So these are very quick definitions that every employer in your chamber would need to know. Then, why work-based learning? There are tremendous benefits for both students and employers. The key benefit being that employers are able to build relationships and build their talent pipeline with local people. Right now, especially in STEM fields, there are far more available jobs than there are available workers. So this guide helps all of your subscribing companies in your chamber build their talent pipelines now while students are still in middle and high school. They're building relationships and they're also positioning themselves in a very positive light within the community as being open to working and supporting teenagers. The next page is a fact page, and again, you're free to use our text templates here, or if there are specific facts that you would like, we would insert whatever you would like to put in this section. But these, in my 15 years experience, are the biggest ones. Will having a student disrupt the workday? How do I get started? Are there any legal requirements? This one especially is very important when it comes to legal requirements, and my team will fully research all of the legal requirements in your state and customize this accordingly. Next is my list of 3 easy steps to start a work-based learning program. This is based on my nearly 2 decades worth of experience in what works in bridging the gap between companies and schools. So I've distilled it down to 3 things that I know will work for any company within your chamber. And this third section especially is, again, like everything, fully customizable. These are things that this specific chamber wanted to include, but we'd be happy to include any 4 bullet points here to advertise resources that your chamber has to help with this process. Then, my favorite teacher-tested tips of working with teenagers. If you're going to be open to work-based learning at your company or companies within your chamber, it's important to know how to work with teens. So here we have my favorite tips, which again are based on almost 2 decades worth of real experience. And then last, perhaps the most valuable piece, is purchase includes up to a list of up to 100 different schools according to whatever parameters you desire in your local area. So here they chose public, magnet and charter, middle and high schools, as well as technical schools. And this is fully customized, fully created, up to 100 school listings, including contact information if you desire. All of this, again, to make it easy for every single company in your chamber to effortlessly make those connections with schools. Very oftentimes there's a need and a desire, but there's not always something to make that happen. And that's exactly what this guide is designed to do. And now for the special bonus. At the bottom of careerinstem.com/chambers, there is an email address. If you email us at hello@careerinstem.com, send us the link to your chamber's website, we can create a free, no obligation, no strings attached, custom page 1 mockup to show you how your employer quick start guide can look. Thanks for watching.